What's happening, everybody? It's me again. Tyson Fury versus Dillan Whyte. Post-fight. Where do I start? I think the tail of the tape speaks volumes in how the fight played out. So when you look at the tail of the tape, if we don't look at their records, we didn't know Tyson Fury was a champion. We didn't know Dillan Whyte's record. If we just looked at the stats, so every stat was in Tyson Fury's advantage. He had the height advantage, the reach, the weight, the age, the record. Every advantage was in Tyson Fury's favour, which I thought would translate into the fight and who would win, and it did. Great, obviously, entrance, Wembley Arena, 94,000, the biggest sold-out boxing fight in Europe. Massive attraction, pyro going off, videos, the whole thing was awesome. I wasn't there, but I watched it live. So obviously the favourite going in was Tyson Fury. He's a home guy. Dillan Whyte, I believe he's born in Jamaica and he's come to the UK. So the home person obviously is going to be Tyson Fury. So he got cheered. Dillan Whyte was getting booed a bit as well. So in the fight, it was just like Dillan Whyte didn't get started that well. He didn't really get started. Didn't really get off to a start. He was still trying to find his foot. He started picking up in the later rounds, but the majority, the story was basically the jab and the movement of Tyson Fury hitting combinations, 1-2, check hooks to the body as well. That was just rinse and repeat. Dillan Whyte was flying like a few wild shots here and there, but he was landing here and there in the body. But Tyson was just controlling the distance a lot better. Kept a jab out there, basically just jabbed him off. And in the 6th round, he jabbed him, hit him to the body. And then the strategy was to go straight shots to the body, straight shots for Tyson Fury, then come with the uppercut later on in the fight, because Dillan has had an issue previously with uppercuts, and he hit uppercut on Dillan and put him down in the 6th round. Dillan got up. He wasn't out cold, he wasn't knocked out, but he got up, and he just wasn't stable in his feet. So that was that, really. So yeah, Tyson Fury defends his title, and he basically said after the fight, that's it now, he's done, he's retired. He has said previously he wanted to fight Anthony Joshua, but he's now, this is all Tyson's sort of words. So Anthony Joshua sort of fluffed it because he lost to, obviously, first he lost to Andy Ruiz, then he won that one back. Now he lost to Usyk, and Tyson's like, he just lost to a middleweight, you know what I mean? So I don't think the fight, it's taken some steam off the fight. So Tyson Fury is now saying he's retired now, he's done, he's basically hanging up the gloves. He said he's happy, he said he's not in it for the money, he's not in for the legacy, he just like to punch a dude in the face. So that's that. He said he's retired, and that's that. We'll see what happens. For AJ to get a fight against Tyson Fury, he's going to have to turn heel if he wins this last fight. If he wins his last fight and starts calling out Tyson, starts trashing him, then he could probably get a fight. If he doesn't do that, then I don't know who's. I think the next fight is going to be probably Wilder versus AJ. I think that's the only biggest fight he can do after that. So we'll see what happens. And after the fight, so also there was a special guest. Someone who I follow on Instagram flew over to the United Kingdom, and I knew he was going to face off with Tyson Fury. I knew he was going to watch the fight, and it was true. Francis Ngannou, the UFC heavyweight champion, the hardest puncher in the heavyweight, apparently the hardest puncher in the planet, apparently. Hits like a Ford Escort at 60 miles an hour, apparently. He was in the ring, and he kept saying, he's been saying for a long time he wants to fight Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury said he wants to fight him as well. So they announced they're going to be fighting in a hybrid match, a different rules match. I believe it's going to be in a cage or a boxing ring with MMA gloves, but it's going to be boxing. So it's going to be boxing with 4-ounce gloves, not boxing gloves. So it'll be quite interesting. I know they're going to make a truckload of money. I know this is what Francis Ngannou wants. He wants to make a truckload of money. So this will be it. Tyson Fury did say he will get paid handsomely for it. So he might even make, 10, 20, 30 off this fight. So all props to Ngannou for going after this fight. So we will see what happens. But all congrats to the Gypsy King for winning. Flawless victory, A+ performance, uppercut finish in the 2nd, Place went crazy, ended his career on that. That's how you retire. So there's nothing else we can say. 28-0 with 1 draw. You know what I mean? Awesome record. Can stand up against any other heavyweight out there. So that's it for me. Like and subscribe and leave a comment and follow me on Instagram below. Bye.